If you ask any question, I will give you X and I will answer it. If you ask 2 questions, I will give you 2X and I will answer it. Today you are doing nothing, just watching. If you have 10 questions, 100 questions, ask now. When I will ask you, did you understand? If you understand the experiment, go home. And next time come and do the experiment by yourself, no talking absolutely. Alright? This experiment is about the titration, and 2 students will do together. Station 1 and station 2, 2 students they will do together. Similarly, 3 and 4 will do together, and like that. One student will do one work and the other student will do other work. 2 students does not mean one student will do the work and other will look him what he is doing. No. One is doing his work and the other is doing his work, what I will tell. I will tell you the whole thing. We have a solution here, a base and an acid. You know what is an acid?
Yeah.
Anybody knows what is an acid?
Yeah.
What is an acid? No.
Ammonia acid.
Ammonia is the base. Acid is a substance which gives hydrogen ion, which gives proton in water. For example, HCl, hydrochloric acid. You know it's an acid. Hydrochloric acid, when you put in water, it gives hydrogen ion. Not hydrogen, hydrogen ion, H+. Acid is a substance which gives hydrogen ion. Base is a substance which accepts hydrogen ion, opposite. So acid gives hydrogen ion, base accepts hydrogen ion. Here is the base. Here is the base which accepts hydrogen ion. Here is an acid which gives hydrogen ion. What is the experiment today? The experiment is to find the concentration of this base. Concentration means tarkis. What is the concentration of this? We want to find out. And we can find it from an acid whose concentration is known. This is majhul. This is maruf. Its concentration is 0.58. And this concentration we don't know. We want to find out. That is the experiment. We can do this, we can find it by doing the titration. In a titration, we use a burette. You know this is a burette.
Yes.
We use a conical flask. So, next time when you will come, you will be in pair. All the class will be in pair. I will ask one student to come and take sodium hydroxide, which is the base. So the one student, not both of you, one student will bring the small beaker. It is here. You can see everything is clean. Look over here. One student will bring the small beaker. All the things are clean. When you go home, the things should look like this, so the other group can use that. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it is clean. When you finish the experiment, everything should be like that. So one student will bring the beaker and I will give him sodium hydroxide. This much sodium hydroxide is more than enough. So this student who take the sodium hydroxide, he will fill the burette. How he will fill the burette? First of all, he will remove the burette from here. This is the burette clamp. He will remove the burette. If you look at your seat, look, this is the burette clamp. You press it and you remove it. Look over here. You press it and you fix it. All are like that. So, one student will take this one and he will wash it with the distilled water. Close it from here. When you will go home, you will open it. And now you close it, you want to start the experiment, close it and add into it some water, distilled water. Do you see what I am doing?
Yes.
And you can throw it in a beaker, or you can throw it directly over here. You can throw it directly like this, any place, move it, and if you want to do it, you can take a beaker down in any place, you do like that. And you see that this is now washed with distilled water. But still there is some water inside, some drops of water. We don't want any drop of water because it will dilute the solution. So what we do, close it, fix it over here, put the funnel and put some sodium hydroxide in that, some amount of the sodium hydroxide, little. And take it, move it, throw it from here, and something you throw it from here. So it is washed with the sodium hydroxide. The same sodium hydroxide which was here in a small beaker, it is washed. All this one student is doing. The other student will do another thing. I will tell you what he will do. So put it over here, close it, put the funnel and put sodium hydroxide over there. If you put it like that, look over here, there is air and it can bump out. So the best way is move it little above. Move it little above to give a space for the air. So fill it, bring it above than 0. If it is below 0, it's okay, no problem. But bring it above the 0. Okay? Above the 0. Bring it above the 0 and then open from here and bring it below the 0 any point. Any point below the 0. The burette is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going up to 50. Between 1 and 2, there are 10 lines. 2 and 3, there are 10 lines. So, if here is the burette, look, between 2 and 3, 10 lines. So, each line is equal to 0.1. Look, if the burette is filled up to here, the lower meniscus, this is 2.4. Did you see that?
Yes.
It's 2.4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4, it is 2.4, the meniscus. So, when you look at the burette, how much is that? Don't look like that and don't look in that way and don't look in that way. No, it should be just in front of your eye. So, you adjust the height. You adjust the height like that. And if you put a paper behind it from your notebook, if you put any paper, so you can look it in a better way. So for example, if I put this paper behind, I see it is now 2.2. This is 2.2. Okay? Not necessarily if it is here or here, no problem. No problem. Wherever it is, take the exact reading. Did you understand what I am saying? Everybody understand? So it is 2.2. I will write here initial burette reading 2.2 milli. This is the initial reading. This page is in your notebook. Next time, wait. Next time when you will come, I will tell you remove this page. The page is exactly I copied from the notebook. You will fill it, you will do the calculation as I am doing today. You will do exactly in the same way. Nobody will ask me where I write. Nobody will ask me. If you don't understand, raise your hand. Ask me that what to do. Initial burette reading 2.2. Okay? I will tell you all the column. What is there? I will tell you one by one. I will tell you each word. I will tell you each step. So, nothing to worry. Very interesting experiment. Just look carefully, listen with concentration, and next time when you will come, there will be absolutely, inshallah, no problem. So look over here, initial mean start. So 2.2 is the initial. This is the job which one student will do. What the other will do? The other student, second student, he will do another job. He will take this pipette, volumetric pipette, and the flask. You can see, here is the pipette and the flask. Look over here. Here is a pipette and here is a flask. The other student will take the pipette and the flask and he will take the acid, acetic acid. This is acetic acid in water, and acetic acid in water is called khal, vinegar. You know khal?
Yes.
So this is khal. It's not dangerous. You use it in the salad. The other student will take these two things and he will wash them. How he will wash? First of all, he will wash this one with the water. This is the second student is doing. Okay? So he's washing this one. There is water. To remove the water, but still there is water. Now wash it with the vinegar, with acetic acid. Also he will wash it, the flask. The second student is doing this one. He will take these two things, both are washed. He will take these two things. I will put the acetic acid and the vinegar, this vinegar and the indicator, this is indicator, phenolphthalein, which tell us the end point. I will show you now. I will put these two things in 4 places. Here, there, that place and that place. I will put in 4 places. Wherever there is less crowd, you go there. The second student will go there and he will take this one. This is already washed with the water. I showed you. Now we want to wash it with acetic acid because there are some drops. If there is some water here, look over here. If there is some water here, it makes no difference. I put some water just to show you that. Look over here. There is some water and it makes no difference. But there should not be any water here. So go there, take this one, take it about some quantity, close it and wash it with the wash it this one. When you wash it, now there it is washed with the acid, vinegar, khal. Is that right? So this is ready to use. I will take it up to this mark. So first of all, I will take above the mark. Then I will bring it down up to the mark. So if I take this one, like this, it is above the mark. If you drink it, no problem. This is khal, acetic acid, pure. In the market, it is not pure. This is pure, no problem. So look, when this, I hold it like this. I hold. If I release the air, it will go down. Look, it go down. So do it again. So you want to bring it up to the mark. Did you understand?
Yes.
You want to bring it up to the mark. Maybe it will take 5, 6, 7 times. No problem. Take your time. You are doing it first time in your life, so nothing to worry about the time. Did you understand?
Yes.
So hold it and do it very carefully. Release the air. Up to the mark and put it over here. The flask should be very close to you. Don't hold it and look to your flask. Where is my flask? No, it will, many drops will fall down. The flask should be with you when you go there. Did you understand?
Yes.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it. When it finish, touch 2 times. There is a drop here. Don't worry about the drop. This is exact 10 milli here. If there is some water, water will make no problem because water is not going to react. It is the acid which is going to react this one. Then you put 2 or 3 drops of the indicator. Don't forget. If you forget indicator, there will be no end point. 1, 2 and 3. Even 4, 5, no problem. So 2 or 3 is okay. 3 is okay. And shake it. This is the second student will do. By the time the first student complete his work, the second student will complete his work. Is that understood? Everybody understand?
Yes.
So everyone is doing his own job. He is second student is not looking the first what he is doing. The first is not looking at the second. He is doing his job, the second is doing his job. Both will finish their job approximately at the same time. Then take this one and now we will do the titration. In titration, we have to put this sodium hydroxide into that and a pink color come. And a pink color come. We have to shake the flask. Don't shake it like this. Hold the flask from the neck with 3 fingers. With 3 fingers and shake it like that. Right? Also hold it with 3 fingers and control it. Add into that. Look over here. You can add even 1 drop. Look over here. You can add 1 drop. You can add more. You can control it. You can. This is the best way to do. But maybe you are doing it first time. When you are doing it, maybe for some students it is difficult to do it like that. If you want, you can put the flask down and you can do it like this. It is up to you. If you do in that way, that is the best way. If you want to do it in that way, it is your choice. So when you put it in that, so you see that, look over there, there is a pink color.
Yes.
When the pink color is going late, delay, it disappears delay, it means that the end point is near. It means that the end point is near. We should get the pink color with 1 drop and then it should not go. That is the best titration. So what I do, I will add into it. If something touch with the flask, look, if something touch with the flask, put some water. Because water is doing no problem, it will not change your readings. You can put on the wall to bring it down. So you see that I am adding a drop at a time, and you can see that as I'm telling you again, if it is difficult for you, put the flask down and put a drop at a time. Control it and put a drop very slowly do it and put a drop at a time. And you see the pink color is there.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Yeah.
It means the end point is near. In the beginning, the pink color disappear very quickly. Right? Maybe the end point will come in very few drops. Maybe 2-3 drops or 1 drop. Like this. Here. Do you see this one? That is the end point. That is the end point. And then you record the reading. It is 14.0. 14.0. So the final reading is 14.0 milli. Did you see that?
Yes.
How much is the net volume used? How much is the net? 13 point? 12.8? Or how much? 11.8. 11.8 milli. Is that right? This is the net volume. Volume of the sodium hydroxide used. Did you understand how to write the things?
Yes.
Initial reading, final reading, the difference, the volume used. This is 10 milli. I took 10 milli with this one. This is 10 milli all the time. This is 10 milli. This is the acid. The acid is, acetic acid is 10 milli. Its molarity is given. Molarity is written over here, 0.58. So, you got this information. You got this information. Did you understand?
Yes.
This is 14 milli. You can start from the 14. If you start from the 14, this will be your initial. If you start from the 14, for example, if you start from the 14, that will be your initial for the second try.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to take 14, I want to show you, you add more, it will become darker. Look, it will become darker. But the best is when it is light. That is the best. Can you please wash the flask and give? No need to wash with the brush and the soap because it is just a liquid. So wash 2-3 times with the water and give me. So you can start from here. No need to fill it. Because look, this volume you used. Boys, this volume you used. Next time you will use, Bismillah, do it with care. Don't break anything.
No problem.
The other one. Okay, give me. I asked you to wash. I didn't ask to break it. Give me. Thank you. Good. Okay, so boys, so you, if this is the volume you use, for example, do you need to fill it? No need, because second time you will use this one. Even you can do 3 titrations with one. So now let the second student do the titration. Because there are 2 students. Now the second student will take and wash it. Is that right?
Yes.
He will wash it. The second student will wash it. No need to wash this one. No need. Because it is already washed. Okay? So this thing, now the student will exchange their program. The second student is doing it. Take it 10 milli. And hold it exactly, and this is very near to you because I have experience. I can did it in one time. If you don't have experience, you try it, do it. Maybe it will take 5 times, 6 times. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about that. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. When it finish, 1 and 2 times. And don't forget to add the indicator. Because if you forget to add the indicator, your end point will not come. How many drops? 1, 2, 3 drops. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, no problem. 3 drops.
What his name?
Phenolphthalein indicator. Kashif. Indicator phenolphthalein. So, what is the reading of this one? It is now 15.4. 15.4. This is 15.4. 15.4. Okay, boys? Did you understand? Why? Because I put more there. After the end point, I put some more. You can change it even. Any reading. Even you can change it. No problem. You drop whatever the reading is, that is the initial. Take exactly, but take from any point. Take here, here, and here. Start from any point. So 15.4. Now I ask you a question. I will see who is going to answer that. This is the initial reading. If my first titration is good, it means I will again use 18.8 milli. Is that right?
No.
Why not?
Yeah.
I will use 18.8. This 11.8 milli.
صحيح.
11.8 milli. If my first iteration is good, I will net volume used will be 11.8 milli. Right or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Okay, if it is 11.8 milli, what you think where I will finish?
4.2. 4.2.
Wrong answer.
4.8.
20
Wrong answer.
اصبر
Wrong answer.
في العشرين هو
12.8.
11.8.
17.2.
Yes. So what is the answer?
No.
77
You don't have calculator?
27?
27
27?
27.
27
27.6.
بوينت 2 بوينت 2
ليش؟
عدد
Right?
Yeah.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
This may be wrong answer. This may be wrong answer. I will see how much it is correct. But and can you tell me that? Did you understand first of all what I did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
Tell me that why I did this calculation. Why I did this calculation. I will see who is answering.
for لتعرف التركيز. تركيز اللي هو.
Because the initial birth reading is according to NaOH.
No. Huh?
The same. Because the code is same.
No.
Same method.
Why I did this calculation? What was the need?
for
The rotation. Or torturation.
Look,
calculation
listen, why I did this calculation? I tell you. I did this calculation. I know I will go 27.2. I will go here. 27.2. Here is 27.2. Is that right?
Yeah.
I know this thing from the calculation.
Yeah.
So if up to 25 I add directly, there will be no problem. I will save my time.
Yeah.
I can save my time. Did you understand?
Yes.
Everybody understand?
Yes.
That's why I did. Maybe this is little wrong. Maybe this is little wrong, but I will add into it like 25 or 25.5 directly into that.
Yeah. شوف راح ينزلها لك.
Like that. I put into that. Is it the end point? نقطة آخر هذا؟
No.
No. Look over it. Right? So look, I saved my lot of time by doing the calculation. Okay? So
We drop one.
now, no, I'm 2 milli. So I will do very slowly now.
Yeah.
Drop by drop. I will do it drop by drop. I need to put many drops slowly. Anytime it will come. You see that?
Yes.
yes
Now it is coming late, it means the end point is very near. So I will put a drop at a time. If something touch with the wall, I can remove this one with this one. Okay? If you are not expert to do this one, if you can't do it like that. Put a drop at a time. Why you see that what I am doing?
Yes.
Put a drop at a time because I know any time the end point may come. What you guess? How many drops?
2 or 3
3.
It is almost there.
Just.
Like that.
That's it.
Okay?
okay
So this is 27.2. Come, somebody and see. Who will see this one? Go and see how much is that. 27 point how many? 27.2? Yeah. If anybody else want to see this one, come here. Yeah. And see how much is that. 27.2? How many lines? Okay, give him. Yeah. Let him. You are going to do this by yourself next time. You are going to do it by yourself. 27. Okay, boys. Now listen, no talking, please. No talking, listen to me. This is 27.2, but since you are doing first time, maybe you will do some mistakes. So if, for example, this is 20, if you get, for example, 27.3 or 27.4, so no problem. If you do something wrong, I will accept it. If you do something wrong, I will accept it because you are doing it first time. I want that you learn. I will accept if the result is wrong. Listen carefully. I will accept if the result is wrong, but if I find anybody talking, only the two students, very slowly they can talk what to do. They can discuss with it. If I find talking unnecessary, doing anything which I stop you, I have to cut some grade. But for the result, a little bit different, no problem. So look, did you understand how to fill this one?
Yes.
I will tell you how to do the calculation. I will tell you because next time you have to do the calculation. You return this sodium hydroxide back. In the small beaker there is sodium hydroxide, right? So return this sodium hydroxide back. I will not put it back here in this one. I will not put it back. I will put it in another container and I will recycle it. Make it useful for the others. Maybe there is some contamination. So I will put in another beak. When you finish the experiment, the remaining sodium, not this one, only the sodium hydroxide, you return back into this one. Did you understand what I am saying?
Yes.
I will tell you how to do the calculation. So those things which you have used, those things you must wash them before you go home like this. Alright? So look, the sodium hydroxide is finished over here. Can you please, any one of you, wash both of them? Both of them. Wash both of them with the water. This is sodium hydroxide. This sodium hydroxide you can put back. Sodium hydroxide over here and wash it. Very important point before doing the calculation. Boys, listen, very important point. There is sodium hydroxide inside. That sodium hydroxide can react with the air, carbon dioxide, to form sodium carbonate. And there will be a solid here. So it will close the tip. The other student will come, it will be problem for him. So what you do, you put some distilled water in the burette. Look over here. In that way. Did you see that?
Yes.
Put some distilled water over here and leave it open. Don't close it. Leave it open. When you go home, look, they are open. Leave it open when you go home. Leave it like that. And don't wash with distilled water. Because your experiment is finished. Don't wash. The other student will come next time and they will wash it. You know it, this thing.
Yes.
Now, look, we have a formula. MAVA is equal to MBVB. Molarity of acid, volume of acid, molarity of base, volume of base. Right? Four things. If you know the three, you can get the four. We know the molarity of the acid, it is given 0.58, written over there. Molarity of the acid is given. We know the volume of the acid. Look, 10 each time. We know the volume of the base, this one, the volume used. And we can find the molarity of the base. So molarity of the base on one side. So if you tell me what is the molarity of the acid? 0.58. 0.58 into 10. 10 is the volume and 11.8 is the volume of the base. See what is the answer. Do the calculation. Anybody have? Look what I am doing. This I know, this I know, this I know. I know three things. I can find the fourth. What is the answer?
0.49.
491. 0.491. So this is 0.491. In the second time, 0.58 into 10 divided by the second answer was 12. The second answer was 12. So what is the answer now?
0.483.
0.483. 0.483. Did you see that one? Take the average of these two. Take the average. Add both of them, divide by 2. Zero point
0.487.
0.487 molar. What is 0.487? This is the average molarity. Turkeys, look, this solution, listen boys, this solution, its concentration was not known when we start the experiment. And now we find it is 0.487. This is called standardization. So the experiment was standardization of a base. We have a base, we don't know what is its concentration, and we find out its concentration from the known. This is known, maruf, from this one. We find this one and we find it. It's a very important experiment. Everywhere in the world, those who are studying chemistry, they do this experiment. And when you will come next time, I hope inshallah there will be no problem. It's very easy. I have explained everything in a nice way. If you have any question, do ask me. And read it also in the book. There is standardization of the base. Same experiment is written in the book. So I hope you have understood how to do the experiment. Is that understand?
Yes.
Very well understood?
Sure.
If it is understood, you can go and next time when you come, you start the experiment. Okay? I hope inshallah there will be no problem. I hope absolutely no problem. You students are very intelligent. I can see your face. Alhamdulillah, my experience tells that you can do this one. And you read it, you can get from him, put it in the YouTube, get from him.
From group, I will put in group.
Yeah, in the group, wherever. Some students, last year they put in the YouTube and they got the answer. Look at that, and next time when you come, you can also look your video, you can look your book, and you have this one. All the calculation is very simple. So when you come next time, you start the experiment directly. Okay?
Okay.
All the best. Go home.
Thank you.